Inflammation, relieving inflammation and that puffiness that we get, sometimes like whole body puffiness, right? So what I didn't know is what I didn't know. And you know what? Once you know more, sometimes you can do better. So I opened my heart, my possibilities, or the possibility to what this could be for me and for others. And when I finally shared, it took me about a month and a half actually. But what I found was that there are a lot of people, especially women, especially young moms like me, who are also struggling. And I was starting to get thank yous pretty quickly. So through the testimonies, through the personal thank yous I was getting, because I had the confidence and the guts sort of to share, I realized that I could make an impact. And there were a lot of people who had been quietly struggling. And we never want to see that, right? I don't know. Most of us who are attracted to this have a heart for helping people. And so I want to share more of these stories. So next, I'd like to introduce my friend, Kelly Hoff. We go back 22 years-ish. She knows my husband from childhood. They're practically cousins. Take it away, Kelly.
Just unmuting myself really quickly. Actually, my husband just came down and was like, "Who are you talking to?" after the 300th time that I told him. And he's like, he comes and he looks, he goes, "Oh, it's your cousin. Hi, Allie." So you're officially a cousin also. I'm Kelly Hoff. I am a women's and infants nurse. My Plexus story is back when my daughter was born in 2015. Actually, during my pregnancy, my mom was hounding me to start taking Plexus. And I didn't feel comfortable because I was pregnant at the time. And when I shared the ingredients with my obstetrician, he'd never heard of really Plexus or anything. And so it was just one of those things that made me nervous. So I didn't start until my mom basically like pulled up the order in the phone, put it in, and was like, "You're my next ambassador, like it or not. You're gonna try this. You need the Plexus Slim, you need the probiotic, and you need the BioCleanse, because of all the things that you're going through postpartum right now, you need this. And if you hate it, whatever, I'll pay you back. I don't even care." So I tried it, and instantly I felt like I could tell the gut health issues weren't completely resolved because I just had a baby, but I saw improvement, and I saw improvement in my energy level. And then I just kind of saw like the slimming effect. I didn't necessarily lose all the weight. I wasn't one of those postpartum miracles. And I wasn't for either of my kids. I think that's just the way that my body works. But I did see a difference, and I did feel better. And I continue to use it. I continue to love it. And I joined the business, and it was scary for me at first because as a nurse, I'm a natural skeptic. It's like what we learn. We learn to understand what we're putting into our bodies and how they work and all that stuff. So I kind of got really, really nerdy about it, and just really learned the ingredients. And that's when I started sharing. And so I had a lot of friends that signed on really fast, a lot of friends that had some great results. And I really have enjoyed the community that I've been a part of as well. Being able to work with Allie and Emily and a lot of other people, and meeting some really amazing people. And just kind of just the way that we all kind of help each other jump into other journeys and become better versions of ourselves, and grow as people. I think that there's so much to be said for the way that we all just kind of help each other out. And in addition, I think it's like, I kind of feel like network marketing is kind of the women taking over the world, like, especially with this whole pandemic situation and having to hang out at home, and everything is online now, and everything is a Zoom call. And Plexus was doing that so long ago. Like this was already like in my wheelhouse once the pandemic started. And so it's just kind of a natural transition. And now everybody's doing it. So, but in reality, like I feel very defensive of network marketing, because if you look back to like the history and where it started, there's so many women's companies, and it's just the way that women have been trying to find solutions for all the things that we want in life and figuring out how to lift each other up. And then there's all these, I don't know, haters. I'm not going to say what gender they are, because there's genders, they cross genders. But I kind of feel like right now, this is our kind of way to fight the patriarchy and move forward and change the way that things are. And this pandemic has shown that that's what people want. And now it's just really being normalized. So yeah, that's my network marketing spiel. I could go on for a long time about that, because, oh my gosh, it's the way to go. And additionally, I've had like such a journey with the changes of Plexus. Like the new products have been amazing for me. The reset, I'm still losing weight from the reset. I'm still seeing results. I love it. I love all the new flavors and all the new supplements that I get to choose from. I don't even know what to order every month, because I'm constantly trying to get new flavors and new options. And I do want to say that like the way that Plexus has affected my life has been something that has transitioned with my experiences. Like I said, I didn't take it with my first pregnancy. I took it when I was breastfeeding. I took it with my second pregnancy. In fact, I kind of backed off on it for a little bit, and I regret it, because there was very little that I could actually physically take. I was so nauseous. But then I had to go to the not the emergency, triage for labor and delivery, because I was contracting so much. Like my colleagues wouldn't let me go home at the end of the shift. And it occurred to me that if I maybe started my supplements back up again, if I could tolerate them, then maybe I wouldn't have such difficulty with the preterm contractions that I was experiencing. It was like this light bulb that went off, because what do we give moms when they have preterm contractions? You have the option of giving them either blood pressure medication called nifedipine, which they wanted me to take 3 times a day. And I already had a blood pressure of 80/40 during pregnancy. And so I just really kind of felt uncomfortable. And I thought, well, I have my BioCleanse at home. Let me just see if I can tolerate the pill. And I took it, and I'm not kidding you. My contractions went away. And I have since advocated for, and this is something that is scientific, magnesium supplementation during pregnancy. I'm not saying BioCleanse is magic, because it's magnesium supplementation during pregnancy at appropriate levels is appropriate for preventing all sorts of ails during pregnancy, which is preterm contractions is one of them. And honestly, BioCleanse is the only magnesium supplement that I can tolerate, that I've ever been able to tolerate. So I will always be taking BioCleanse. But I think I went overtime. I could talk forever. I will go ahead and let Stephanie jump in. I'm sure she has a lot of wonderful things to say.
Thank you, Callie. That was so inspiring. I remember when I was pregnant, and it helped me a lot too. Like especially breastfeeding was one of the things. Like that was one of the aspects I was very skeptical about too. But I did do it, and my first 2 children, I did not take Plexus, and I had struggled while breastfeeding with them and having and producing enough, right? And then on my third, I took the Plexus and the pink drink and stuff, and I ended up finding a study, as a matter of fact, that regulating blood sugar levels are increasing milk supply, which I was proof like that. I nursed her for an entire year until I actually wanted to stop. So that was, just to kind of piggyback of your story. But so yeah, hi, I'm Stephanie Zema. I have been now with Plexus for, wow, it's almost 6 years. It's a long time actually, but yeah, it's started out really crazy. My friend kept talking about these supplements, and I am German. And in Germany, no one posts on social media, no one posts any pictures, and no one does any network marketing that back then, right? At least not my family. And every time something would come up, like I was met with so much resistance from everyone in my family who thought I was in a cult, all this stuff, right? So I wasn't even hearing her. My friend, it was like really crazy. My friend kept talking about these pills, and I'm just like, I am not taking any supplements. I will not take any supplements. I'm struggling to take women's 1-a-day vitamin. So why should I spend the money on this, right? And she was relentless. She was from England, and with her accent constantly going after it. Every single time I would complain about what we all complain about: low energy, inflammation, and, you know, aches and pains. I'm an older mom, right? So I was just like, oh, you know, but it's like just part of being older, I guess, right? And she's like, no, I'm an older mom too, and you don't have to feel that way. So finally, after her being so relentless, I said, fine, give me that X factor. I will try it. I will take it. And then I had a pink drink sample and I took it, and I'm like, I feel somehow really good. So I was then determined to figure out what was wrong with this scheme, right? Because everyone says I'm in a cult. I am in a pyramid scheme, first of all. So I'm like, there's got to be something wrong. And I have a business degree. I had my own logistics international business company. So I was determined to find something wrong with this network marketing industry. And I went in and I looked at the website. I looked at the compensation plan. I looked at all the little fine prints everywhere where it's going to hook me into this pyramid scheme cult, right? Well, I have to say, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find a hook. I could just find where it said, here you're going to have amazing supplements that are actually making and like changing lives. Yes, you can cancel at any time. Yes, you can also do whatever you want to do. Like you don't have to order every single month. Like you can order and change your order. You're never locked in. Like I couldn't see what was wrong with it, right? So I kept ordering. Because I really liked like not feeling so low in energy, and I also really liked not having the joint pain, and I also really liked competing with my friends who were making fun of me with my newfound energy. And mind you, I did run the half marathon, you know, with a triple stroller and my children, just saying. So it was really fun to see their face of like this pyramid scheme cult thing like that. So then I started doing the business because I was like, this is like, I really need to educate people a little bit more about the opportunity, right? Everyone orders from Amazon. Everybody does all these things, but nobody wants to entertain this network marketing company who really has quality supplements, has a really great mission behind their like, you know, what the corporate office does, right? We help so many people, and I am a faith believer, right? I believe I serve a lot in my church, and realizing these missions that the Plexus was in was just amazing. And I thought, like, why shouldn't I support a company that helps people, you know, with starving children, starving families? Why shouldn't I buy from them instead of running to the Walmart or Target or whatever and buy my supplements from there, right? So there you go. But so then I started the business. Of course, I was all excited, right? I was like, yes, let's do this. Bam. And here comes the fear, smack down in the middle. I'm from Germany. I don't know anybody. What am I going to do? There's this whole wild, you know, internet out there where everybody says don't post any private stuff, right? So that's basically where I had another section of skepticism. And I'll tell you one thing, what I have found is that not only is Plexus a one community, one Plexus community where I found a lot of resources, a lot of help from people, a lot of encouragement, a lot of enthusiasm when I lacked belief in myself. I had a lot of people pouring belief into me. So I was never feeling that I was alone. And when I started involving myself with this, the personal growth that comes with network marketing companies, the personal growth of like really fixing your foundations, your mindset, learning how to tackle, not just take supplements and make money online, but you really tackle your own life. Like you're growing with friends, mind you, with friends who are all doing the same thing. You're kind of growing through these obstacles. You learn how to be resilient. And, you know, when COVID hit, it was interesting because many people felt this spout of loneliness and this cut off because now they're not in person anymore. And I never felt this way because we've always had friends that were online. And, you know, like Allison, for example, like, you know, we met for dinner the one time when you were in Chicago. And it was like we sat in the restaurant, we only met each other online before, and then we met in person, and then we just laughed, and like it was just like we were old buddies, we knew each other, right? And it's because we formed relationships even when it was just online. And those are like the perks, even like, and Angela, you seem too, we were just at convention, right? It was so much fun. You know, like all these stories that are coming up, it's something that no one really understands when they are just ordering supplements or wanting to make a little extra income. And yes, was I've met with the fear of like, I don't know anybody, how am I going to get through this? Yes, but everything is figure outable, right? There's so much growth and mindset, and people are willing to help you, and you just work through it, you know. And I one say, you know, because I was skeptical about the business and the actual making money, and everyone said you can never make this money. I'll tell you one thing. I was a mom of 3. My husband was traveling all the time. I was always alone, and I was able to create a steady income every single month from my phone. And I have re-ranked my points every single month since I started. And I'll tell you, if I would have had another job at a cashier or something like that, right, I would have had to pay for a babysitter. And even 2 years ago, and this is like the thing, even 2 years ago, my mother had cancer, and I had to pack my kids and travel within, at least it was 2 days. I traveled within 2 days to Germany with my kids for 6 months. I took my business, I took my ring light, and I'm actually sitting in the parking lot of my church right now because I just came out of Stephen ministry class, right? Like it's so portable. You can do it everywhere. I worked throughout, oops, there's somebody in the thing. I worked throughout six months in Germany, my business, without the loss of income, you guys. Like it is, show me another job. Show me another job where you can do that. Show me anywhere that I could say, hey, Angela, can you run this event for me? Or, hey, you know what? I'm in a plane right now. My mother is like having these things. Can someone please talk to my customer? Right? I mean, this is what I love the most about Plexus. It literally is, you call anyone and everyone will jump on and help you out. So I probably went way over my time, but I get very passionate about it.
Well, I know, and you have good reason to. The community really rallied around you too during that time, when you stepped up for your family, and it was really inspiring to see that. Her friends in Germany were not necessarily getting the product, so that came up, but she was able to continue working her business in the United States. And
so I want to tell you that for my friends in Germany, like we tried to send them some stuff, and I had a little trouble with the collagen because the collagen comes in this big I couldn't take it with me to Germany because it was a pot of like white powder. I think customs would have probably like stopped me with that, you know. But yeah, we shipped a little bit. The only thing is like the Plexus products are not quite yet in Germany, and they have like they're allowed there, but the labeling requirements are not quite met yet. So we tried to ship a few things and they love them, and they're heartbroken that they can't get them, but we've had some shipments stopped from customs. So I had to like say, hopefully we'll be in Germany one day and then you can all enjoy it.
Exactly. Well, the good thing is Plexus is international. We're in the US, Canada, Mexico, New Zealand, and Australia. So thank you, Stephanie. What I did hear is that we actually do have some German speaking customer service reps at Plexus Corporate, which is very cool because you can see, it's
I am
called
very
Plexus Worldwide
hopeful.
for a
I
reason.
am very hopeful because they're slowly changing their mindset also, like I've been in a lot of network marketing, forums and stuff like that. And it's coming over there. Their mindset is like getting opener. So hopefully one day we'll be there too.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your story. Thank you for sharing, Stephanie. So I wanted to wrap up the call because we did say that we're going to be quick. I feel like the energy and the fun and the community, we could tell stories and talk for much longer than what we're trying to do tonight. It's really fun when skeptics become believers. It's like the most amazing thing when you introduce people to this and then they come around and they're like, I get it now, I get it. So that is the goal of all of us when we share passionately, when we send testimonials. Our intention is never to frustrate someone to the point where they throw their phone across the floor. I can say that and laugh because I actually did that. But I think something happened recently that many of us were skeptical about again, and that was the concept of a 3-day nutritionally supported fast coming into our lives. And so if you haven't done the reset, but Kelly, Stephanie, and I have done it already. And I think we're all skeptical about it at first. Like, how is this possible? Are we going to be starving? Are we going to see results? On average, most people lose 6 pounds and several inches in 3 days. And it's full of protein. It's full of great nutrition, collagen bone broth, snack bar, soup, and then like hydrating drinks, energy giving drinks, blood sugar stabilizing drinks. Like, I just felt like the simplicity of it was so amazing. And then the plan with Plexus Pivotal is a free online support for menu planning, meals, grocery store shopping list, activity, and just additional free support to help people stay on track after their 3 days. And so I just love this reset. And I especially love the reset welcome packs because, if everything happened for good in 3 days, there would be a lot fewer people who needed more health and happiness in their life, right? We obviously want people to have long-term consistent results. We don't necessarily believe in a quick fix, but we do love a good, healthy, science-backed fast start. So that's what this reset is. And we would love for you to tell your friend who invited you to this tonight your feedback about the call. We would love for you to mention to them if you're interested in moving forward with your reset. And there are multiple options. There's a gut health path. There's a skincare path, like with the collagen that Stephanie was talking about and other great products, as well as a weight loss combo pack. We have a more advanced pack, and then we have customized options too. So we will share a special promo code with you when you get in touch with your ambassador who invited you for an extra 10% off. And then also, while supplies last, there is a free bag of apple cider. It's cranberry apple cider active, and it is delicious, warm. Like, if you ever want something in the morning that's besides coffee and like actually healthy for you, without fillers and junk, and the science is there, right? You will love that extra free gift. And so we just encourage you to reach out to your friend to get more information and just enjoy the journey. It's real. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for being on this call with us tonight. Thank you so much for your time and your feedback and your interaction. It's really a joy to do things like this and share these stories of hope. So thank you, everyone, and have a good night. Bye-bye.